We can fight the hell back.
Reasonable. If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch terrible movies so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
So this week we're kicking off a new movie, which means we're going to do a little trailer trash to get things started. Yeah, Jared, why don't you? What are we doing to ourselves?
The darkest hour, which the darkest hour of the trailer is not having any good quotes. So far,
definitely could feel they should probably rename it The Darkest Hour and a Half.
Yeah,
potentially.
That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't like the fight the hell. I don't know. Fight the hell back stood out as me because that's a weird phrasing. Why would you talk like that?
Yeah, that's not very. Yeah, it's not firing me up.
Yeah, bad writing. Anyway,
bad writing.
So the premise here,
off to a good start.
Yeah, off to a great start. In Moscow, 5 young people lead the charge against an alien race who've attacked Earth via our power supply, which I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. We did pull that right from IMDb, and I don't know if like people randomly can edit those, but I don't know. It's just, yeah, okay, sure.
I think so, but like, what is our power supply? I'm so confused. Like all of the means of getting power, I guess.
Like all of our, no clue, no idea. I can't wait to find out what happens.
What a nightmare.
So that's the movie The Darkest Hour we're going to get into. But before you go and break down a trailer, we have some fan service, don't we?
We do. Thank you to Emily for writing us. We astute listeners will remember that we had a nice little shout out for Emily on the A Little Bit of Heaven episode from a few weeks back there, and for being weirdly great at winning radio contests. Like unbelievably wins a ton of radio contests.
Suspiciously good at winning.
Sure, yeah. But like, I don't think she's in Big Radio's pocket. But so I reached out to her and you know, we were tell her about the shout out, and she wrote back with some tips for all our listeners on how you too can win radio contests. Like
oh man, here we go.
Yeah. So
spoilers for winning radio contests coming up.
Yeah, exactly. So save this part of the audio, right? Like download this, do whatever you need to do. But yeah, here's Emily. Hey, Jared and Russ, love your podcast. Appreciate the shout out on your Little Bit of Heaven, AKA Best Movie Ever episode.
Oof. Okay. Well,
alrighty. Questionable.
I question her source here.
Yeah. I mean, but she did say she loves the podcast. So huge.
Okay.
Win.
All right. That balances out. All right.
Yeah. Yes, I am weirdly good at winning contests. I'm sure there's a lot of luck to it, but I thought I'd share some tips with you in case you want to try your hand at winning like me and Kate Hudson. I started keeping a list in 2017, and since then I've won 73 contests.
What?
Yeah, I did that. I'm not kidding.
That is 4 years.
Yes, so many. Like, well, because like, you know, you got to like pay taxes on this shit. And like, you got to figure it like you have to keep track if you're going to win so many things.
Win so many, yeah. Oh my God.
Which have given me prizes like gift cards, concert tickets, event passes, a signed guitar, and even a Chromebook.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
So she goes on, here's how you can be a winner too. Step 1.
Tip number 1.
Yep. Figure out the radio station's schedules. So most of them do their giveaways at the same time every day. They'll often give away the prize daily for a week, so you'll be even more prepared as the week goes on.
That makes sense, yeah, because they're all clocked. They all got their timing of when they do their cuts and their breaks and their blocks of scheduled like music and stuff like that.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Never would have thought of that.
Never would have thought of that. Nope.
Tip number 2. Save the radio station's number in your phone and start calling as soon as you hear them talking about the contest.
When you as soon as they start talking about it. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, because you're going to inevitably, like you're going to get a busy signal, hang up, call again and again, and don't stop calling until you hear they have a winner.
I mean, yeah. Okay. All right.
Which makes perfect sense. Sometimes the right caller will get disconnected or panic and hang up. So she says, never give up, because
never surrender. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you think you already lost, you can probably still win somehow.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Tip number 3.
This is more of like a Jedi kind of mind trick here. This is more of a,
Yeah. I'm glad you framed it that way and not as like a Gary V kind of thing. I'm glad you didn't go motivational speaker on us. You went
yeah, no, let's try to be positive here.
Yeah, Jedi mind tricks are way better.
Yeah, way cooler.
So yeah, visualize yourself winning. I know this sounds crazy, but it works. And I believe her.
If you see it, be it. Do it. See the ball going in, Yeah.
Wish it, want it, do it.
Positive podcast today.
Yeah. Well, for now. It won't last.
It won't last.
All right. Tip number 4. Follow tons of local radio stations and businesses on all their social medias. They'll often post about contests they're doing later or have things you can win specifically on their Facebook or Instagram. Right? Like, I didn't think of that either.
So they'll do, okay. So not only on the station, not only on the airtime, they do contests, but they'll also do them. Okay. Yeah. So you hit it from all angles. Okay.
And she says banks and credit unions also always seem to have contests running.
What?
And you don't even need to be a member to win usually. So
okay.
What? Never would have thought of that.
Nope. Wow. Okay.
And then tip number 5, be realistic about your winnings. So she says, I've never won a big sweepstakes or anything like that. I enter into things that feel like I have a chance of winning. Think local, but also try for as many things as you can, because you can't win if you don't play.
That's the old saying, right?
Right. I think that's a New Hampshire Lotto official slogan. It's like, you got to play to win.
You got to play to win. That's it.
Yeah. Because that's how they fund most of everything in New Hampshire.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
And so she wraps up by saying, I'm sure Kate Hudson was channeling all of these tips and more when she won the hang gliding passes, or maybe it was some Whoopi Goldberg magic. Who knows? Anyway, keep up the good work with the podcast. I especially love the rom-coms. From Emily.
That's great. Those are some good tips. There's definitely some stuff that I never would have thought of to do.
Yeah. And Emily, don't worry. We're going to keep doing rom-coms because some of them are real bad.
Yeah, real bad. So, wow.
Yeah, appreciate the email.
Yeah, thanks for the email. That's awesome. Cool. So that's fan service.
Yeah.
Let's get into this trailer. Let's tear this trailer apart.
Sure.
If you're ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, more, I guess, as ready as I'll ever be.
So I guess I'll kind of stick to start. So it just we just kind of kick off where I could tell kind of quickly that we're in Moscow, right? It's just a shot of Moscow. They get a shot of like a Starbucks, clearly in Russian, but it's the Starbucks.
Yep.
And then we get a quick shot of our 2 potential heroes, Emile Hirsch and some other dude,
something like that. Yeah,
his buddy there.
I like the music. It's like heist music so far. It's like do 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 do.
Oh yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it? Yeah. And then we just get immediately. I really don't like this guy at all, but we get Joel Kinnaman, who's in this movie.
Yeah.
Telling us we're in Moscow, which we already
welcome to Moscow.
Yeah, welcome to Moscow. It's like we already know we're here, but okay, sure, thanks.
Yep.
And then it kind of just quickly cuts to 2 girls taking a selfie.
Yeah, it's like they're in like Red Square or whatever.
Yeah, like there's no sense of like who, like, okay, cool. I guess obviously they're going to be in part of the story. All right, great.
Sure.
Great. Another quick shot of the city again, right?
Yep.
And then it just jumps into a nightclub.
Yep, taking selfies, having a little fun time.
Yeah. So then the 2 girls who are taking the selfie in whichever square there in Moscow are now hanging out with Emile Hirsch and the other dude, his buddy there, right? And the 4 of them are hanging out and just drinking, having a good grand old time at the bar.
Which so last time, another one for astute podcast listeners, you might remember Emile Hirsch we talked about in Force of Nature with Mel Gibson, famed Nazi Mel Gibson. And then I did not recognize him when I saw him in the trailer, because I was like, he's 10 years younger. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's still pretty.
He's aged weirdly, in my opinion. I don't know.
I think we all do, you know. Right.
I guess you're right. I don't know, man. Wait, you thought he looked exactly the same?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, oh, that's Emile Hirsch.
Oh.
He's got a kind of a weird squished like hamburger head thing going on there. I don't know. So I was like,
hamburger head.
It's like kind of, I don't know.
I know what you mean. I know exactly. It's like square-ish.
Yeah, like a Wendy's burger or something, right? It's kind of like it's Emile Hirsch.
Yeah, shout out to Emile Hirsch. If you want to be on the podcast, we'll make fun of your head shape.
Your Wendy's burger head.
Yeah. Tell you aged disappointingly.
And then ask you to kindly leave.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so then they're hanging out at the bar, and then they do a group selfie, the four of them, and then classic selfie, boom, power goes out.
Yeah, like it's going to try and be a horror movie or something.
Yeah, and then is when we get the logos. We get 20th Century Fox doing a little play on the power concept, right, with their logo.
Yeah, very Harry Potter.
Very Harry Potter. Regency, and then Summit. These are all legit, you know.
I've heard of Fox.
Heard of Regency, heard of Summit. They've done stuff, you know. So
yeah, totally.
Nothing. It doesn't seem like there's anything sketchy going on yet.
No. This is when we get our first, presumably whatever the bad creatures are. It's the glowing things that drop out of the sky.
Yeah, they're like orange, yellow, orby kind of things, right?
Yeah, and at this point, I kind of thought the effects were pretty good. Like I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm sure it won't hold up the whole movie, but
it's not going to last for the darkest hour and a half. Now it's gonna
but like as of right now, I'm kind of in. Like I'm interested.
Yeah, I think it's fine, and it's like then you get the whole gang, everyone looking up, right? And then as this is kind of going on, I think they kick in with some like news voiceover in the background, basically just filling us in with a bunch of exposition about. Well, the world's gone dark, and here's a bunch of casualties, and what's going on?
Civilian casualties are massive.
Yeah. And then it's just like all of a sudden it cuts to a quick shot of like some glass wall or window or something breaking, right?
Yep.
Like, okay,
everybody's panicking. You know, is that when we get the they're not from our world?
Yeah, we get like the first title card kind of split, right? Or it's just like, they're not from this world. And then there's, of course. And then there's like a crowd standing around one of these giant orange ball things, which this is where the effects were kind of starting to feel a little bit 2011-ish.
A little hokey.
And then there's like so the crowd's like kind of standing around this thing, and the Moscow police officer goes up and like,
what did you say?
I don't know. I was like,
Marshker.
I was like,
you're all right.
Yeah, is my face getting?
No, you look good. You look okay.
Okay. No, you still look like your stupid self. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah, you don't have the hamburger head, so you're good.
I don't have the Wendy's burger head. So the police officer goes up to it and like pokes it with his baton, and then boom, zap, he's just dusted, gone. Yeah.
It's a classic like Independence Day on the roof cult kind of scene where they're like, oh, the aliens are here, like let's all gather around because that's smart.
Yeah.
And vaporized.
Boom. See ya. And then the crowd's stunned, and then we get another title card. They will not be stopped.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
way to be a downer, title cards.
Seriously.
Okay.
And then they zoom out, and there's like a shot of the world, right? And like a map, right? It's like a satellite shot, and you can see like the lights of the world kind of like shutting off.
I hate things like this because like it's not that bright. Like obviously you can see cities from space, but like come on.
It's a little heavy-handed there, but yeah, and not right. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the news voiceover is still going on.
They're absorbing our power supplies. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Okay.
like I don't know. They hit the Tesla factory, which doesn't exist yet. I guess in 2011. I don't know. Like, I guess it probably did, right? Tesla's around,
man. Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Elon Musk. You want to sponsor the podcast?
No. Yeah, if you want
to. We don't care for you, but
if you can give us money, we'll take it. Sure. And then we just get like shots of Moscow, and the streets are quiet, and it's basically just become parking lots, kind of empty city, right?
Yeah,
very post-apocalyptic kind of vibe, right?
Exactly. Yep.
And then we get the shot of the, oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, this is when they explain the premise, right? Like, sort of.
yeah, pretty much, right? Like, then they get the shots of the gang together, and they're starting to figure things out. And we get some hints of like, oh, this has happened in London and New York, or like the gang here being the two girls and the two guys getting this information, and then Emile Hirsch is the one who's got like all of the ideas, it seems like, in this entire trailer.
Yeah,
and it cuts to him just being like, they came here with a plan. Okay.
How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know this?
Well, and then speaking, so like, we cut to some more shots of people getting vaporized, and then and then just like Emile Hirsch, the title cards start to do the work for us here. Of phase 1, seize the planet. Okay.
like okay.
Oh, good. There are phases.
Yeah. It feels like they got like a trailer, like they got like a PowerPoint template for like a trailer, and they're just like, oh, we got to fill stuff in here. It's like, oh, title card after 3 seconds. Phase 1, seize the planet. It's like, what? Have lead actor say some crazy, cool line like, they came here with a plan.
Yeah. Ugh.
Garbage.
And then we get I think this is our first time we see the alien vision, right? Real quick cut.
This is, real quick. And it's not good. It's not good. No, I do know. It's not good.
Yeah. Like, I think we talked about it in, because the jujitsu alien vision was also not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is worse.
It's amazing that I'm sure, and I'm just not thinking of it off the top of my head right now, that there's movies before Predator that did this. But obviously Predator, I think, is like the one that comes to mind, right? When you think of alien vision.
Well, that's the gold standard. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. How does that movie that came out, 1987, 88, right?
I thought that was even earlier, like 85, 80. No?
I think it's like 86, 87. But how does that, either way, late 80s, right?
Yeah.
How does that vision still better than every other one that tries to do this?
Like, if nothing else, just copy that. Just
do
that.
Just copy it. Just rip that off. It's totally fine.
And they kind of try to, like, you can tell they're inspired by the Predator vision, but it's way worse. Why would you do it this way?
Yeah, and I think you get a sense of like people they see in like yellow, orange outlines, right? And then the rest of the world is kind of like in a white noise.
It seems like it's thermal. I mean, I'm assuming we'll find out at some point, but
well, it's probably like something electrical, right? They're sensing electrical.
I guess so. I don't know. I guess they're stealing our power supplies, so sure.
Right. It's all in the electricity. So we get shots of people being scared, kind of invisible entities floating around, right? Because there's no actual like alien to see, I guess.
Right. Well,
so far
they can see us, but we can't see them.
Right.
As the characters in the movie tell us.
let it remind us, right?
Yeah.
Then there's like a cop shooting, but it goes into bullet time, which I'm not a fan of.
Love to see it.
Definitely some debatable CG. Then we get Emile saying like they can see us, but we can't see them line. That's great. And then we get our another title card, not our second one or third one, whatever. Mm-hmm. Phase 2, devour all energy.
So dumb. Why would you write it this way? First of all, don't do these title cards.
Step one.
Phase one.
Don't do these title cards.
Yeah. Phase 2. If you have to, don't do it like this.
Do anything else.
Yeah.
And then we get shots of like a building collapsing, and this is again where the CG's getting. Now I'm like, oh, this is going to be a little rough. And then we get.
Why is the city crumbling if they are electric monsters? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, do buildings just start collapsing if there's no electricity?
No. I can tell you right now that's not true. No, they don't.
Hopefully that's explained in the feature length film.
Yeah. I'm sure it will be.
And then we get a voiceover from one of the girls, the classic, like, what do they want? And then Emile, because he's got all the answers, they want our energy, our electricity. I'm just picturing like a Wendy's. I'm just picturing a Wendy's hamburger now. Just like, they want our energy, our electricity.
Like a Wendy's hamburger dressed up like the Hamburglar from McDonald's. Yeah, I like that.
Like what was the burger from what Hot American Summer? The can of beans.
Okay.
Talking.
Yeah.
And then there's like some shot of like a energy beam being shooting out from the ground. Like it's just,
I guess,
classic. Like, oh, of course, pulling it directly into the sky. We've seen this a million times in a million different invasion movies.
Maybe somebody's getting abducted, or I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure we'll not find out.
I mean, I'm guessing it's that's their energy, electricity sucking.
Right. They are stealing our power supplies. I forgot.
Right.
I keep forgetting.
Come on, man. keep up, would you? And then of course, everyone's like checking this out, and one of the girls is like, "Oh my god," because you can't have an alien invasion trailer without that line in it.
Of course not. And
then we get Phase 3 title card, right? Phase 3, destroy all life. It's an organized plan, 3-phase plan.
Sure. I never try to do more than 3 when I'm doing a phase plan.
Yeah, I mean, 3 is a good number to stick with,
Mm-hmm. 3 is a magic number.
It is.
Say.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we get some dog barking, standing in like an open court or whatever, and then poor pup just gets dusted.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I was like, all right, that's a little rough. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. Then I don't really understand what's happening in this next scene. Like they climb under a cop car, and the alien kind of like phases through it.
I don't know. Yeah, this was kind of confusing to me. And so Emile and the other guy, his buddy, are hiding behind the cop car, and they climb underneath it, and then we get the alien vision again, and then
right.
I think he goes through. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was like,
and then like at the same time, they're saying like these garbled lines that I can't hear. Something about electricity giving the aliens away, and they need warning devices. Which
this was just like. Fine. I don't know.
And they I don't know. They throw light bulbs on the floor after that.
Yeah, they really start to lose you, I think, at this point in the trailer.
I'm very confused.
Yeah. Now I'm just like, there's a lot of open questions here, which I guess that's a good thing for a trailer, but I really don't want to hear them explained.
No, I don't.
But we're gonna. And then, so the warning devices. So apparently light bulbs are warning devices. I'm assuming because these electric thing, like these aliens will light up something that's electric powered. That's
sure.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, shot in the dark.
Shot
there. So, like the thing, like that's the thing too that pissed me off about the trailer. Like it's already inconsistent with itself. Of like they're talking about how they can't see them, but then like they're looking at stuff the whole time, right? And then it's like. We can see the electricity in the air. Like there's like weird electric lassos and stuff that the aliens are using now at this point.
Yeah. There's like electric rope or something, a lightning rope. I kept calling it. I was like, what's going on?
And like, can the people in the movie not see it? Like, I don't know what they can see, what we can see. Like, what's the difference?
Yeah. So and then just kind of gets into like quick cut, action, right? There's some action going on, lightning rope grabbing people by legs and dragging them. And then we get another title card, right?
Yep.
And so this is an interesting one because I think it tripped us both up.
Yeah. It's not interesting. But
it's not. It's annoying is what it is, right? It's actually, it's annoying. It's irritating. So like, I think it's like one of the last, we got many title cards left.
Oh, there's 8 more things that happen in this trailer. Yeah.
Oh my God. This trailer is long, by the way. It's like 2 minutes and like 30 seconds.
I didn't even realize that until you just said it. But yeah, I guess it was a lot longer than I thought.
Very long. It was probably it's like a longer trailer that I've ever seen. I think like the last 10 seconds of it though. I got it right from like the Fox, 20th Century Fox, whatever. Like it's from their YouTube channel. Yeah. Like the last 15 seconds is just like, it just cuts to black and it's 15 seconds of nothing. It's like, who?
What?
What are you doing here?
Well, just for fun.
Yeah. Are you trying to like game some like algorithm thing in YouTube or something by doing this? I don't matter.
Oh, maybe.
Anyways, so there's a title card that comes up, and this is the one that kind of tripped us up a bit. It's irritating. And it says presented by the visionary director of Wanted.
Right. Which makes you think it's directed by the director of Wanted. Because that's how title cards usually work. Like, It's not.
It's not. This movie's not directed by him at all.
Who is the director of Wanted?
His name is Timur.
Okay.
I think he's a Russian fella. Timur.
Well, at least you tried.
Yeah, I think it's Timur Babadook or something. I don't know. He.
Oh boy.
What? No.
Yeah, the Babadook, of course.
He's just a producer in this movie.
Okay, yeah. So all he did was throw cash at it.
That's it. That's all he did. And he brought it over to Russia because I think they filmed a lot of it in Russia. So.
Do you think they put this title card here so that we have someone to blame? Presented by that guy. So
yeah,
if you want to get the pitchforks, he's the guy.
Yeah, go after him, not the director of the actual movie. Yeah, I don't know, maybe, or maybe they thought that would like people would be like, oh yeah, Wanted. I remember that movie.
Yeah, I don't think that movie was good either. Like,
no, I don't think so either. I just had like the bullet thing, right? They can move bullets around with their gunshots, and it was like, whatever.
Was that Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm remembering.
James
McAvoy. The movie sucked.
James McCovey. I think
McAvoy. I say McAvoy.
That's a Bruins defenseman. McCovey?
Sure.
James McCovey? Yeah. Either way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People like that movie.
Yeah. All
anyways, right. So... and then we cut to Emile and his other dude, Buddy, there firing up like what looked like proton packs.
That's what I was going to say. It's very Ghostbusters-esque.
Very, right? And this is a point where I was like, this trailer is very long.
Yeah. And this is where we get our line of like, I don't know, they're standing around in a room with a bunch of other like soldier-looking people, I guess. Yeah. And he's like, we can fight the hell back. You know, why would you phrase it that way? Again.
We can fight the hell back.
Are you saying that the aliens are hell and you're going to fight them back? Are you saying
back?
Like
fight the hell back? Yeah, I don't think I would phrase that in like that situation.
No.
Yeah. I'd be like, I think we can do this, guys.
Yeah. Or we can fight back.
Boom.
Great.
Yeah. Like, don't try to sound badass by adding the hell in there. Just like, I think we can fight back.
Yeah, done. You just sound dumb.
Yes, we can fight the hell back. Ugh, God, writing. Anyways, and then just like I think, we got a couple more cuts of like action of people like doing things and I think attempting to shoot the lightning aliens, right?
Yeah, we get
someone
some
with
more
a rocket
vision.
Launcher. Yeah, more alien vision. Guy with a rocket launcher.
Which, why? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on board to seeing what happens, but yeah.
I guess it's Russia. I was gonna say, where'd they get rocket launchers? But I
Russia,
assume you can just pick them up on the street over there.
It's like Russia, New Hampshire, and Nevada, right?
Yeah, we have some Russian listeners. Tell us how much it's like New Hampshire. if you've been there,
you've been in New Hampshire.
Yeah, if you've been in New Hampshire and you currently live in Russia, tell us exactly how alike they are. How easy is it to get a rocket launcher? Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. And then we get another title card because we're not done with those yet, and it just says courage.
Yeah, I was so confused.
I was too. I was like, was there something before this that I missed?
Nope, there wasn't.
Just courage. PowerPoint template. Ooh, I got to fill in this last slide. And then we get a bunch of quick action shots of people doing things. Again, ramping it up like every trailer does. Kind of generic.
Very Ghostbustery. Yeah, like they're crossing streams with their proton packs, and there's
lightning rope and dragging people. Just other
weird electronic music.
Yeah, and other stupid stuff that's happening. Like I don't care about. And then we get another title card that just says survives. Yeah. So together, that spells courage survives.
I guess.
I don't even know anymore.
So dumb.
And then there's like, again, a bunch of quick cuts of stuff. We get a very debatable explosion of something. I was like, oof, the CG is really starting to show its weakness here.
More buildings crumbling for some reason.
More collapsed buildings. We get concerned glances by a lady.
They're on a bus.
Yeah, Emile and one of the ladies is on a bus. Emile's got his proton pack. I guess I don't know. I mean,
the door closes, which is spooky.
That is pretty spooky, right? more lightning rope attacks. Grabs a lady by the leg, kind of pulls her up into the air, and then cuts to the last title.
She's a main character, I think.
She is. Maybe she gets dusted like the dog. And then we get the last title card, The Darkest Hour.
Finally.
Also available in digital 3D in select theaters.
Yeah, don't care for it.
No.
Would not want to see this in 3D either.
No.
Oh, yeah. Would I rather pay, $14 or whatever to go to my local theater and see it? Or would I rather pay $22 to go see it in 3D?
Yeah.
Neither, but.
Neither. No. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts? And we can wrap this up. And what do you think? What do you think is going to happen here?
I'm expecting I'm going to be really frustrated. No, I'm going to be real frustrated.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be angry.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to like Emile Hirsch even less than I do already.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like it's going to be pretty generic, and I don't know. We looked at the runtime of the movie is an hour and a half, but I think we're going to run into those things where it's going to feel longer than that.
Yeah, and I'm sure that it's runtime whatever, hour and 29, but I'm hoping that the last 10 minutes of it are credits and it's actually even shorter. I don't know, man.
That's all we could wish for.
Yeah, I hope it's mostly credits. Yeah. Beginning and end.
Well, I think that's it. I think we can put this one in a can, and move on with our lives.
Sure. Let's watch the movie.
Let's watch the movie. Well, anyways, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with our full breakdown. But in the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, and we're ITMT Pod on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're feeling old-fashioned, you can send us an email just like Emily did at itsthismeetsthat@gmail.com. We might read it. You never know. And as always, you can find all of our episodes at itsthismeetsthat.com.